So Amy, here's a question for you. An unnamed person, character, or a story in the Bible that inspired you.
I have the best one. I love this lady in the Bible. Okay, she has no name. It just calls her a wise woman from the city. So 2 Samuel, and it's in chapter 20. You've got to read it. Verses 14 through 22. It's so good. So Joab is leading the Israelite army. They want one bad guy. And they were told this one bad guy is in this city. And this wise woman who understands what's happening in her city sees this is not good. And Joab, why would you want to come destroy this city? What does she say? We are the faithful in Israel. Why would you destroy a city that is the mother in Israel? And he's like, well, I just want this one guy. And she says to him, give me a minute and I'll be back with his head.
Yeah. And she goes, and that's good.
So she had that much wisdom to see what was coming in and out of her city. That she went in with her influence, this wise woman, and she said, we need this guy's head. And they listened to her. Right. They throw out the head, and he's like, thanks, peace out. Yeah, city saved and rescued because of a wise, unnamed woman.
Good. Wow. I like that a lot.
I have a second. I know I have a small story that's so unbelievable, and it's something that came to me when I was reading the questions. And again, I'm answering today. What the heck?
Go ahead.
It's 1 Chronicles 4. It's the prayer of Jabez. And do you know that in the middle of the history of Judah's genealogy, in the middle of it, this is what God has us read. Oh, there's a guy named Jabez. And the mother named him Jabez because it caused pain in childbirth. This comes out of the total blue. And here's what Jabez says. Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory. That your hand would be with me and you would keep me from evil. This is Jabez. We don't even know who he is, asking God. That I may not cause pain. So God granted him what he requested. And then it went on to something else. The prayer of Jabez. Little tiny in Chronicles. Okay. Go ahead, Kathy. No, go ahead.
Go, Kathy, go.
Go, Kathy, go. He caused pain in birth.
That was really funny.
I can't. That's the character that I like is Kathy. Cheerleader. Kathy.
That was perfect.
Go. Woo, was that me?
It's you
All
now.
right. I'm sorry, Corey, again.
No, I'm good.
Record it that I'm not answering the question. She has a name. Okay. All right. That's Abigail. Man, she's my woman. So is that lady, that unnamed lady. I got to read that.
Chop his head off and have it to you in just a minute.
Abigail stood up to her foolish husband who wouldn't feed David and his 400 men. She stood up to him and said, pardon me, my husband's foolish. And she fed him. And then she stood up to King David, who had 400 men that was about to kill her foolish husband. And she stood up to him. Could you imagine standing up to an army of 400 men? I mean, we read these things and they turn out well. But when they're going through this, these strong women, as you were saying, these strong women, would we have rebuked her for going against her husband today? Would we have? Think about it. Right. As she intervened and God and David recognized her wisdom. She stopped David from murdering somebody, and then she stopped her foolish husband from being murdered. Although he died later, and David married her as queen. But
there you go. Hey, I just want to know from you a quick little Bible story of an unnamed person or name.
Unnamed? Okay.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Enoch and Job. Job, because all of the heck he went through, he never lost his position with God, never lost his faith, you know. He was able to go through the tests. Enoch, because of his heart, he just walked with God until he was no more.
And off he went. Up. So good. This is so good today.